decade ago, I was carefree, naive, and unapologetically fragile. That was a phase in my life where I didn't worry about time. I effortlessly had time to engage with others and the life that it affords me. Time existed naturally, maybe even inevitably. Recently, I find that I miss this natural proximity to people and the excitement and growth it affords me. I mean, there is nothing that will truly emulate the time we physically spend in the space of others. This concept of time, philosophically, has many interpretations. In the context of life, it moves in one direction and it's known for its linearity, and it's called the arrow of time. I love that many physicists believe that time only progresses the way it does because human beings exist to observe time passing. We are neurologically wired that way. Time is an expectation, then an experience, then it's into memory. In the past, I lived with no worry about time, naive, vulnerable, and quite ambitious, invincible even, because my belief was there will always be time. Then, in between all the progress and the lack thereof, I began making time to dwell, worry, and stress about things that are bygones and moments that are yet to occur, or might never be. Then followed the numbness of giving up on time, and with it dreams and visions. The numbness causing more agony and aimlessness than peace, I began to add stock to time and think of it scarcely. I know I'm not the only one who's felt this way. I know we can never return to be a version of our past self, the past self not worrying about time. However, the truth, although time lives in an uncontrollable single direction, memories, goals, and dreams live in an unseen dimension of our thoughts, and the effort spent in that dimension doesn't stop time from moving. We can always sit and wonder about all the things that could have gone differently, but you can also trust that you will never miss out on what was meant for you. I know it's hard when so much is in the unknown, so instead of trying to make sense of it, instead of spending that time to make sense of life, be present. Take it all in, color by color, scent by scent, relationship by relationship. It just happens. Life just happens. You wake up one day and you just choose to know that no amount of worry to the future and dwelling on the past will give you peace. You just have to keep going. Not overthink and just keep doing. Don't put too much thought into what you're doing. Then one day you realize that you've grown so much more than you had thought. That's the only way out of this slump, out of the numbness about time and about dreams, to overcome sadness or slumps in life, the loss of company, feelings of grief, or the lack of community. You just have to keep going. People make it sound like you have to do something extraordinary, but you don't. You just have to keep going. So here's to my fellow overthinkers, those who feel too much, who worry too much. Time is always on your side. Life can be fulfilling at every point in time, as joy is timeless. Learning how to make the most of where you are doesn't have an age to it, so it makes sense to not dwell in time about it. So I decide I want to be happy and no longer lose time thinking of a past I can never revisit or a future that hasn't happened yet. You can be happy with time too. You belong here, in the present. No one has taken your place, your story. You are not too far from where you're meant to be. Your story might unfold differently to your expectation. It doesn't mean it won't be beautiful. So don't spend too much time thinking of the past or the future that hasn't happened yet. Where you are meant to be, you will be in time, no matter the course of your life. Make a memorable life and live unapologetically. Let time take its course and live presently. When you find yourself worrying about time, take it as your reminder to seize the present. No longer fixate on the past or fret about the future, forgetting the power of the present moment. Time, as it unfolds, carries within it your potential for growth, fulfillment, and purpose.